NFL on EA Sports as we get set for a Super Bowl 48 rematch. It's the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks, and it comes your way next.
From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and Charles kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Of Super Bowl 48, the Seahawks and Broncos are underway.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is the Pro Bowler Geno Smith at quarterback, Charles, in his 12th NFL season.
And Smith continues to show that his career resurgence hasn't been some fluke. He's brought a level of maturity, stability, and good play that allows him to compete with any team on any given week. The real question is whether or not he can become a championship-caliber quarterback. Only time will tell, but for now, he's done enough to give this franchise reason to believe they can certainly get the job done.
Smith going to look to throw right away. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Again, Walker.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, That would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And he really established himself as one of the best quarterbacks in the country a season ago. 45 touchdown passes and only 3 interceptions. A dynamic athlete, processes a lot of information in a short amount of time, and puts his team in a great position to win on each and every down. You don't break the NCAA record for highest completion percentage without having all those attributes, and I think that he'll translate very well in Denver.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Nix.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
To throw, here's Nix.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Here is 3rd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. To throw is Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Nix to the air. Screen play set up for Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Tyrell Dodson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here's Nix. Open man downfield is Reynolds.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Greg Dulcich
from 6 yards away. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Smith.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He hits his target, Lockett. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down for Lockett, and he's someone who's been a reliable weapon throughout his entire career. In fact, he doesn't get the credit he deserves. When it's all said and done, he's been one of the best receivers in Seahawks franchise history.
Out of the gun, Smith.
He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Second down and a yard.
Smith throwing again.
He's got Brown on the out route complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now it's Smith.
Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Geno now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Walker is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Myers' kick is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final shot before break. Nix.
He'll air this one out from Mims.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
And they start in the best of all positions, first and goal.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Smith. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
They'll bring a tight end in motion.
Walker once more. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bronco defense comes up big. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
To throw from his end zone.
Nix quickly into the hands of Mims.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
And Sutton will have a Broncos 1st down as he's up close to the 15-yard line.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 59 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Back to the air with Nix. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. Down inside the 10.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Adam Troutman.
30 yards.
And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call.
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Riley Moss.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Throwing Nix. Out route complete to Dulcich.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Seahawks offense and veteran Tyler Lockett ready to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Throwing now is Geno. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Smith. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Smith.
And he is caught.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Throwing again is Smith. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the 50, it's Smith.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Smith now to throw.
And throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, And you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. This is Fant on the short completion. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.